Hello there and welcome back to my channel. We are ready to try the Physicians Formula. I have heard so many great things about this. I feel like this is the best bronzer in the world according to everybody on YouTube. I got this from Amazon because Physicians Formula are not available here in the UK, so I had to buy her and get her shipped over from America. She cost me about £10, so I don't think that's too bad considering that she is the best bronzer in the world according to YouTube. So I've still got her in the packaging. I have been wanting to bust her out and just have her all over my face ever since I got her, but I've waited because I just wanted the moment to be captured. And I can smell her already. Oh my gosh, like it just says Moomaroo, making shit up now, Physicians Formula butter bronzer, and this is the light one. They do have a slightly deeper shade, and it just describes itself as being an ultra luxurious bronzer infused with Moomaroo butter. Okay, delivers a radiant Brazilian goddess glow. Just what I've always wanted. I mean, really guys, like really. Usually, like my approach to bronzing is that I just want it to make me look a bit more chiseled. I'm not a ghost, but I mean, I would definitely take being a Brazilian goddess. I would take that any day. Features ultra refined pearls, soft focus pigments that smooth skin texture, brighten skin tone, and delivers a gorgeous bronze finish. What I am getting from this is that it's going to be more of like maybe a radiant kind of bronzer as opposed to a very like matte bronzer. But it does also claim to be packed with essential fatty acids. Am I going to eat this or put it on my face? It's got provitamins in that soften, condition and moisturize skin. That's a lot more than what I would usually expect from my bronzer. So this is what she looks like. You know what, I just thought like then, just think, is she fake? But do you think she's a fake if you've got her? I don't know. I love the packaging. I think it's super like fun. Although I thought that Physicians Formula were not going to be fun. Maybe they're that friend that oh, holy vaginas, it stinks. Whoa, she's strong, guys. Whoa. She smells so strong. Like, she smells like suntan lotion. She reminds me of being on the beach. But yeah, maybe Physicians Formula is that friend that are really like straight-laced. And you just think, they are not going to get wasted drunk and lose their knickers in a bush behind a bin and then not remember their name in the morning. That's not them, but maybe she is. Anyway, so today to apply this, I'm going to use this Coastal Scents brush, which I didn't know I had, but then I found it and I was like, yayo, like living the life. Okay, let's do this. Oh my gosh. Pa, pa, pa. I can already see as well from the look of this, it does look a slight bit radiant, you know. This is the moment, guys. This is it. This is the moment. Oh yes, we're just popping her on. Oh hello. Oh hello. By the way, I'm not very good at applying bronzer. I'm not very skilled at it. I mean, I'm not skilled at anything really. But anyway, so I'm just popping this on the other side. The smell of this is really quite strong. Like, if you're not a fan of very strongly scented things, I don't know if you're going to love this because it is very strong. It also is pretty warm toned, which I mean, I like. I think that actually warm toned like bronzers actually look more natural. I mean, yes, I suddenly feel like a Brazilian bronze goddess. Like, I do, guys, I do. Somebody call Honeys and tell him there is a Brazilian bronzed goddess awaiting your arrival at home. I was going to say she has a thong on and everything, but then I realised, no, I don't. I've got my big black mummy knickers on. The most unsexual knickers you have ever come across in your life. Okay. Oh, do you know what? I'm liking this, guys. I'm liking it. I'm having to like leave. Oh shit, something's fallen out. Oh, it's a little brush. Oh no, it's not a brush. It's a sponge. What? What are you going to do with this freaking sponge? Look, it's a sponge. Like, what are you doing with that? Featuring a unique sponge applicator, specially, can't read or speak today. Specially designed to be used with creamy butter formula. Shall we try the sponge? I feel like it'd be rude not to, because like they've popped this in there, but I would have never have considered like a sponge for bronzer, but we're just gonna go with it. Why not? Okay, so I'll just pop this all up on there. I mean, it's not bad actually. I think because they've kind of described this. Oh my gosh, it's so creamy. It feels so soft. It feels like butter. It does. And this is the shade of it. This is what I should have done earlier, but I'm crap. So look at that. Oh, it feels so soft. I've never felt anything quite as soft. I could literally just like put my finger in there all day and not get bored. I would get bored. Like, I'd get so bored. I can't see how you could, like, how are you meant to like pop it on there with this? I don't know. Just like this. I don't mind this, you know. I thought this was going to be shit, but I don't think it's as shit as I thought. I have applied the majority of the bronzer onto this side of my forehead so that you can kind of see the difference. It definitely, as I said, is kind of very nicely warm tone, but it's not kind of orange. And I think if you've got fair skin like me, this light shade would be perfect. Keep in mind that I have probably put on a lot more than maybe I would normally put on. Do you know what? I'm going back in with the fucking sponge. Oh yes, I'm living the sponge life right now. Because it's so creamy. I can see like why it goes on well with the sponge, because I like it. A little bit, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm not going to pop a little bit there. Put some down here. Oh my gosh, like I love it, guys. I love it. And it does actually look very natural. It's got a little bit of like a sheen to it, which I think looks very like healthy. Just makes your skin look like booyah. Because you know, sometimes if you use a dewy foundation, but then you go over it with like matte products, it takes away a bit of that dewiness. And it also like cuts into, like, I don't know, you've got like dewy like in your T-zone, but then matte everywhere else, and it just looks a bit unnatural. Like, I've never really thought about that before, but when I think about it, I'm like, yes, if you're wearing a dewy foundation, like, would it not be good to wear like a more radiant like powder contour, powder blush? I don't know. I'm kind of rethinking my whole approach to makeup at this point, but I really like this bronzer. I can smell it. Like, I can, and I'm wondering how long is that smell going to hang around for. It's fine, like I can totally cope with it, because I think this is a beautiful bronzer. I'm so glad that I tried this. I would definitely recommend, if you've not tried this particular bronzer, I'm sure you've heard of it if you are a fan of watching makeup videos on YouTube. I love it. Like, I'm so pleased that I got to try it today, and the feel of it is just, it's unlike any other like powder product I've ever felt before, because it's so smooth and buttery. So I really like this, and I'm so pleased that I've got to use it. I'm not a big fan of the smell. Like, I'm just not. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the eyeshadow. This is a palette by Wet n Wild. It costs £2.95 from Beauty Bay. I have heard really, really good things about Wet n Wild's eyeshadow palettes. Obviously, it's super affordable, but I have heard it's really, really good quality. Today, we're obviously going to go for like a dusky rose, like plummy kind of a look. I really like the concept of this palette, because it's essentially like very prescriptive in that it would only really produce one look. You could obviously try and mix it up a bit, but what they're basically telling you, it's like an instruction manual and palette in one. You know, you put this lighter shade on your brow bone, you've got the dusky pink for your transition, you've got the plum for your crease, and then for your lid you've got this shimmery pink. I really like the idea of this, and I think it'd be really, really helpful for beginners in makeup. It just tells you where to put everything, you know, which some people may hate, but I think it's a bit of a novelty, and I am looking forward to it. Look there, you've got the look on the back. There's no way that I should actually feck this up today, but I'm sure I will find a way. Like, I will find a way. They did have a few shades of this palette on Beauty Bay. If you're not a huge fan of like dusky pinks, they do have other options. Again, this is a product that I've heard like greatly raved about by a lot of people. So can I open it? Like, why is she not opening? Oh shit. Okay, so this is what she looks like. She is very pretty. Okay, so first I'm actually going to start with the brow bone shade, which is this one. And I'm just going to like pop that up here. Please ignore my eyebrows. I did get them waxed a few weeks ago and they have just gone back to their usual shitty selves at this point. I had like a 2-week period when my brows were looking acceptable to humanity, but now they've just like dissolved into madness again. Okay, so I mean that's okay, nothing's too special, but I mean the palette's, oh, I've got hair there. Oh, feck off hair. Yeah, the palette was like £2.95, so you know, I was going to say beggars can't be choosers, but then I thought, no, I don't really like that phrase. But I've already said it now, so I mean really. Next we're going to go into the dusky pink for our transition. Oh my gosh, there's so much kickback. Oh, she's not very pigmented, guys. And I know she cost £2.95. But she doesn't look the shade like that she meant to. And there's so much kickback. And I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Anwen, you are being so harsh right now because this costs £2.95. So I've got to kind of put it in, you know, my thoughts in order as to the price of the palette. I just don't think she looks mauvey. She does not look mauvey to me. Like, she doesn't look mauvey at all. She looks kind of camel, like a camel shade. Like nothing like she looks there. And look at all of that kick up, guys. Like, the reason why I'm being kind of bitchy about this is because, you know, I try a lot of really cheap eyeshadow palettes from AliExpress, and like I recognize that this is super cheap, but like so are they, and I feel like I get more pigment from a lot of those palettes. So you know, that's why like I'm just coming across as a sassy bitch right now. Oh. Like, it's just not the colour that I was expecting it to be. I'm sad right now, guys. And do you know what? This is the first time that I've not used my beloved Zodiac Love Signs palette, and I'm just feeling sad about it. Like, I want to just use this, honestly. But I'm, you know what? I'm gonna just like persevere a little bit more with this. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. I know a lot of you guys, I don't know if you do love it, please don't like hate me for this, but I'm just not loving it. Okay, so next I've gone in with this plum shade, and I'm going to just pop that on the outer V. Okay, I'll pop a little bit more on. I mean, that one's not bad. It definitely blends out to being, you know, what I would have expected from the actual palette. But I mean, that's not bad. I like that one. Like, I like that one. Not bad at all. Gonna pack a little bit more on with this brush. Okay, so there we go. I just think that that transition shade was a bit lackluster, you know. Okay, so next we are going to go into the eyelid shade. So this looks to be, oh my gosh, she's pretty. Oh guys, I'm feeling excited. Oh shit, I'm so excited. I'm dropping my mirror. So pretty, guys. Look at this. Okay, so I'm just gonna like go ahead and just like pop her on. Oh, she's not so bedazzling on the eye. Apply her again using a wet brush. I'm not loving her. Like, honestly, I'm not loving her. She's okay, but I just love the Zodiac palette so much. Everything just fails in comparison to that. It's not bad, and I think for the price, like, it's It's really not bad, and it's cute because it tells you where to put everything. Like, pop this one on your vagina. Like, I love that. It's great, but I'm going to just move on. We're moving on. Okay, so I have finished the eyes, and I actually really love the palette. The longer I used it, the more in love with it I fell. So I wasn't too I was not too impressed with the transition shade, because I just felt like it was not actually blending out to be a dusky pink, which was advertised to me. However, I think my brush was just a bit dirty and stained with a burnt orange shade, so I feel like that just threw everything off. But once I changed my brushes, it really came to life. I love the plum shade. I like this shade, the pink shimmer lid shade. I like it. I like the look. Oh, guys, I could go on forever, but the short story is I like this palette. I definitely recommend it. For £2.95, excellent. So next we're going to move on to blush. So for Christmas, my sister got me this super cute and very thoughtful set of mini Benefit blushes, and it also came with a Hoola bronzer. So I am going to be trying out California and Gold Rush today. California is a blush that I actually really wanted to try when it was first released, but I always feel like Benefit, it's kind of expensive. You know me, I don't have money. Like, I don't have a lot of money, so I am going to be trying California today. So do I really believe that this coral shade is really going to be the most popping with my dusky grungy eye? Probably not. When do I ever match? You know what I mean? So oh my gosh, look at her there. Oh, this could just be a disaster. And by the way, I've not done my mascara yet because I'm going to be trying the Snap Mascara by Maybelline. So that's why I've just not quite got on to the mascara portion yet. But I like this blush. Does it go with the eye look? Definitely not. Just going with it because I've started. I actually really love this shade. I think it's a really pretty pink. This is obviously a little mini, so it didn't come with that whole, you know, like it had a little bit of a, what do you call it, a blowover top coat. On the actual full size, it looks really, really pretty, and it almost looks like it's got a bit of gold glitter on it, but that's obviously just an overspray. It's a fucking overspray. I really like this. I do think that if you're looking for a really pretty coral, this would be like a really good one to go for. And Benefit, although they're expensive, the quality of their blushes is actually really, really good. And also, if you did buy like a full size, it would last you forever, you know what I mean? So next we have Gold Rush, and this one has a beautiful smell to it. Did California have a smell? No. Okay, California does not smell, but Gold Rush smells delicious. What's it even got in it? I don't know, but this one is described as being a warm golden nectar. So again, we're just going to go in with the same unwashed brush, because why change now? I mean, really. So I feel like if you compare these two blushes side by side, California is definitely more of a true coral, whereas Gold Rush is kind of like a light gold, like only slightly, like it's not super gold, but it's like a peachy gold. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. So I'm just popping this on. I'm hoping this is going to like dull down a bit of the peach, because I'm very aware that I look like I did my makeup blind today. So we're just popping it all up on there. Oh, it smells delicious. Like, it smells so... Or is it my brush that smells? It could be my brush, I don't know. Or it could be Gold Rush. I'm just going to pretend it's Gold Rush because I like the idea of the blush having a beautiful smell to it. Here we go. Beautiful, sensational. Love them both. But I think I love Gold Rush a little bit more. Okay, so the next product that we're going to be trying today is by Smolder Cosmetics. Again, I got this from Beauty Bay. This is the Loose Glam Pixie Dust, and it's in the shade... It doesn't say, but it's the Pixie Dust, and it definitely comes in more shades. I can't speak, like, why can I not speak today? But this definitely comes in more shades than this, but I decided to go for this, and I got it when it was in the sale, so it only cost me like a few pounds. So yeah, it comes in this tub, and if I just tip some on my hand, Can you see her there? I believe she's meant to be like an icy pink. So if I just... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, guys. She is sensational. She's got a lot of little glitters in her, but she looks so good. Let me get my Fix Plus and get her all over my cheekbones. I mean, really. Oh, gosh, I am loving the Lavender Fix Plus. Like, I'm loving it so much. Okay, quick. Let's get my blush. Oh, my gosh. The only problem with this kind of product, I find it a little bit fiddly just because it's loose, a loose powder, you know, which is always a little bit of a faff, you know. So I'm just, like, popping it. Oh, my gosh. Oh! Look at her, guys. She's a bit patchy. Like, and that is an understatement. Okay, so I'm going to try a different brush because I feel like that brush, I don't know, I couldn't really apply enough force with it to my face to kind of massage this powder in. So it was kind of just sat atop my skin. Don't really like it, guys. But I don't know if it's just because it's mixed with all of the, you know, all of the blush and everything that I've got going on today. Like, I definitely feel like I'm going to redo my makeup before I film the mascara video, just because I just feel like I look like a 6-year-old. Like, I don't look 6. These fine lines give me away, but I feel like, you know, like if a 6-year-old girl reads her mum's makeup and just ends up covered in everything, I feel like that's like the look that I'm going for right now. I'm just going to pop a little bit on my, well, hello, nose. You know what? Could you use this to really, like, make your eyeshadow pop right off to space? I wonder. A vajankle. Oh my god, honeys. See, this is the kind of shit honey sends me. A vajankle. It was... You don't need to know, because I'm going to have nightmares about that, and I don't wish that upon you guys. Pop a little bit of this in the inner corner. I don't know why I'm doing this face. Oh, I'm like this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm going to just put a little bit under my brow, just to, like, spice it up a little bit more. This is definitely, like, popping. I don't see that I'm going to be, like, reaching for this because it's a bit messy, because it's loose. But I must say it's very blinding. Like, she's very blinding. If you want to have, like, a super blinding highlight, I think you would like this. Like, can you see? Turn around. So it makes a nice eyeshadow though. I could really see that I'm going to be using this for the inner corner highlight because I think it performs that role extremely well. But in terms of it being like, you know, like a face highlighter, I don't know. Like, I like the shade of it, but I'm not 100% sold just because she is loose, and apparently I have something against loose things. Although I like all of the individual products that I used, I don't feel like they are very cohesive, and I feel like they're all kind of fighting each other for attention. So I'm not going to go ahead and do mascara. I'm going to just get this off, and then I can start afresh to try the Snapscara. I really like the bronzer. Like, that definitely was a winning product for me. I can still smell a very strong scent of coconut, and even like when it's here, like, I can still smell it, but I'm not hating it because I think this is actually a really good bronzer. I really like the eyeshadow palette and think this would make like a really good gift for a beginner in makeup, or even for someone that loves makeup. But the only thing that, like, I can see is that if you're a makeup lover and you've got loads of palettes, this probably won't appeal to you because the shades in themselves aren't very unique. And I do feel like potentially if you were to buy this, you would maybe use it once and then like disregard it, just because it is so prescriptive. You can't really experiment or play around with it, and I personally love to play around with makeup. I don't want to follow rules. I just want to like have a palette and create like a different look every single time. Saves me, Mrs. Grungy over here, who does the same look every single time. So yeah, but I like the palette, like I can't knock it. So anyway guys, I'm gonna go. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.